Okay, here's AEHR Aehr Test Systems. This finishes at $6.39 today. That is up 89.94%. Please like the video, please subscribe, and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. First one today is Ocugen, OCGN. That finishes at $7.52 today. That is up 12.91%. Alright, so right now it's trading in between this sideways channel, this rectangle of $7.70 and $7. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be $8.60, $9.60, $10.90, $12, $13.60, $15.90, and then the all-time high of $18.77. Now to the downside, next level of support would be $7, $6, $5.30, $3.30, $2.50, $2, and then $1.50. And there's probably some below that, but I'm not going to discuss that right now. So, as we've been seeing all along, this is an extremely volatile stock. The channels are really wide to both the upside and the downside. So, either way this goes, upside or downside, there's going to be a lot of price action. If you're in this stock, if you want to get in this stock, you're either going to make a lot of money or lose a lot of money. Right now, the RSI is at 51, so that is pretty much average. That is very average. So, according to the RSI, at this price at $7.52 is pretty fair market value. It did 39 million in volume today, which honestly is not too much for this stock. That's pretty low volume compared to average volume compared to previous trading sessions for this stock. So that's a little bit suspicious. That kind of makes me think that this pump today was a fluke. That's a bit concerning. So right now, honestly, I couldn't tell you where this is going. A very average RSI, a pretty average volume. There are no gaps. All the gaps were filled. Honestly, it's anyone's best guess where this is going right now. There are very neutral indicators. If I had to choose one, I'd probably say to the upside just based on the sentiment on social media. This has very strong sentiment on social media, especially stock twits. The apes love this stock. As far as I'm concerned, they're going to continue to buy and hold. You know, this is a meme stock. I would say that this is more likely to go to the upside than the downside. Not saying it will, but there's really nothing to go off of here. Technically, hard to tell where this is going. So just based on social media, I would say this is more likely to go to the upside. But again, either way this goes, channels are very wide, both ways. So, you know, if you're currently in the stock or looking to take a position, expect a lot of price action. Kind of a gamble right now. I mean, the stock was always kind of a gamble. You know, this is based on speculation and momentum more than actual fundamentals. So, crazy stock, and, you know, we'll have to see where it goes. I will say, though, this stock is really good for trading. I've been in and out of this stock a lot, made a good amount of money on this stock so far. I'm not diamond hands on this stock. I'm not hodl, but I like to trade this stock. I like to swing trade this stock a lot. Made some pretty good tendies on that. So, congratulations to everyone who made tendies on this one today, and good luck to everyone currently in this stock and looking to take a position in this stock. This is Ocugen, OCGN. Here's CRTD Creatd Inc. The apes really like this one. This has very strong sentiment on social media. Crazy run, and then it dumped off, and now we're getting a bit of a bounce here. So I believe last week I said that here's a cup and handle. Well, it looked like a cup and handle was forming. So we had the cup form, and then the handle looked like it was forming, but the handle got rejected, and then it just continued to dump off and free fall. It was looking really bad, but today we got some nice movement to the upside. This finishes at $4.17 today. That is up 30.72%. All right, let's analyze this. So right now it's trading between the sideways channel, this rectangle of 420, lol, and $4. Pretty much sitting on 420, 417. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 435, 460, 480, $5, 530, 560, $6, $6.20, $6.50, $6.80, $7.15, $7.40, and then the high of $7.81. And if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be $4, $3.70, $3.50, $3.30, $3, $2.70, and then $2.40, and then the low of $2.10. So RSI is currently at 53, so that is pretty much average. Average RSI is 50, so right around there. So according to the RSI, this is pretty fair market price here at 417. It did 26.5 million in volume today, which is pretty significant volume. That is the third largest volume day ever for this stock. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. This could be a dead cat bounce, guys. Not saying it is, but it could be. So just be aware of that. Had this huge sell-off, free falling, didn't look like it was catching any support, and then out of nowhere, it just has a 30% day. So a little bit suspicious there, although there was a lot of volume. So maybe not. But, just be aware this may be a dead cat bounce. So with this one, again, just like Ocugen, this one is also really hard to tell where it's going. Average RSI did a lot of volume today, but that's probably going to come down in the next few trading sessions. Really, no bearish or bullish indicators here. So, again, just like Ocugen, just based on the social media sentiment, the apes love this stock. So if I had to take a guess, I'd probably say this is more likely to go to the upside than the downside, just based on the social media sentiment. There's nothing to go off of fundamentals, nothing to go off of technically. So really the only thing we can go off of is social media sentiment at this point. Not too reassuring there. At this point, this is also a gamble. Although the channels are not that wide, they're pretty decently sized. Not narrow, not huge. So, expect a decent amount of price action, but nothing too crazy. So this ain't like too risky. You're not going to make anything crazy. You're not going to lose anything crazy. So this is a gamble, but a relatively safe gamble. Yeah, probably the best thing to do at this point is just to stay away from it completely. If you want to save your money and be conservative, if you made money on this, maybe you want to take profits. But yeah, really hard to tell where this one is going. Really no technicals to go off of, no fundamentals to go off of. So if you do want to take a position, understand the risks. This is a gamble. Yeah, if you want to be safe, just stay away from it altogether. Pretty risky stuff here. So yeah, we'll have to see where this one goes. Really entertaining. No idea. Really couldn't tell you. And if anyone could tell you where this is going, they're lying. At this point, nobody knows. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who made money on this one today. And good luck to everyone currently in this stock and everyone looking to take a position. This is CRTD Creatd Inc. Okay, here's NRXP NRX Pharmaceuticals Inc. This one finishes at $12.38 today. That is up 45.31%. I believe there was news on this one, so let's check that out. NRXP said Monday that data from a phase 2-3 trial have shown that Xyesomie, I think that's how you say it, that is a drug, I believe, that they make, can help prevent cytokine storms in patients with C19. So, a lot of hype about these C19 drugs right now. Based on the data from the trial, patients treated with Xyesomie are found to be significantly less to experience interleukin 6 cytokine levels. This is gibberish to me. I am not a medical professional. Compared with the placebo group. The Xyesomie group has also shown improved survival and recovery from respiratory failure associated with C19 compared with the placebo group. So they got positive trial results from this drug that they're making, Xyesomie, which helps with the C19. So pretty good news there. That's probably the biggest factor as to why this ran up so much today. Okay, now let's do the analysis. Alright, so right now, this is trading between the sideways channel of 1290 and 1190. So we'll do the downside first, because this is pretty much near the bottom. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 1190, $11, 1060, 970, then it'd be 850, and then the low of 839. If we zoom out, we got a lot of resistance here. So if this goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 1290, 1490, 1560, 18, 20, 2150, 2350, 2550, 2740, 2950, 3130, 33, 3510, 36, 38, 3910, 4120, 4215, 44, 50, 54, 58, 63, and then the high of 77. If this breaks 44, then this is all the way on to the upside. Then the channels open up, they get really wide, and there will be a lot of price action to the upside once this breaks 44. Honestly, probably going to be a while before we see that. But right now, there's a lot of support and resistance both ways to the upside and the downside. So, big price action today based on the news. But honestly, I don't really expect too much price action after this. Maybe a pullback, but yeah, a lot of support and resistance here. It's going to take a lot of buying pressure and selling pressure for this to move either way. So RSI is currently at 47, so pretty average, a little below average. So according to the RSI, this price of $12.38 is pretty fair market value. And it did 65 million in volume today, which is by far biggest volume day ever. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. This may be a cup and handle forming. Not saying it is, but this could be the top of the cup at like 49. And this could be around the bottom of a cup here. So if this is a cup and handle, we should expect a bottom and a reversal pretty soon. If you want to go long, I could support that only because this really can't go down too much more. Like before today, it pretty much was at the bottom. If you want to hold this long term, I can support that because, like I said, possible cup and handle here, and there really isn't too much downside potential here. I mean, I guess there could be if this does break 840 again, but doesn't seem too likely. This isn't a quick day trader or anything like that. I would only support going long if you really believe in this stock and you're willing to hold this. A lot of resistance to the upside. It's going to take a lot of buying pressure. Probably going to be a while before it hits 44. But once it does, then this can easily go back to the all-time high of 77 and more. So if you want to go long, I would just hold off a little bit, see if you can get a better price. Wait for a healthy pullback. Then you can go long only if you want to hold. Now, if you want to go short, I don't really see a reason for that. Maybe you can make a quick buck off of a day trade because I do expect this to pull back a little bit after a 45% run. You should expect a little bit of healthy pullback. I guess you could go short if you just want to make a quick buck. Really no point in like holding this for that long if you want to go short. Again, like I said, this looks like pretty much the bottom here. Before it ran up 45% today, it was at the bottom at 389. So really can't go too much lower. Logically, it doesn't make too much sense to short. Only short if you want to take advantage of a quick pullback after this huge run today. I mean, yeah, today's movement was just based on positive news. So this is either a long-term hold or a quick short play. Yeah, that is NRXP NRX Pharmaceuticals. Congratulations to everyone who made money today on this one. And good luck to everyone looking to take a position and who's currently in this stock. Okay, here's AEHR Aehr Test Systems. This finishes at $6.39 today. That is up 89.94%. There was big news for this one today, so let's take a look at that first. Aehr Test Systems said that it has received a 10.8 million single purchase order from its lead silicon carbide test and burn-in customer for multiple Fox XP systems and full sets of wafer pack contractors to meet their increased production capacity needs. The company said the customer is a leading Fortune 500 supplier of semiconductor devices with a significant customer base in the automotive semiconductor market. Honestly, not quite sure what all of that means, but important thing is they got a $10.8 million contract. Once that news dropped, the apes started piling in, the institutions started piling in, and caused a squeeze today. It was running all day, and even in the aftermarket, it still continues to run. So let's analyze this one. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 640, which it finished at today. So if it goes to the upside, next level of resistance would be 675, which is the all-time high, which it also set today. And if it breaks 675, then it's on to uncharted territory, and the market will decide for itself. So right now we're in uncharted territory. So we'll have to see what the market thinks the appropriate price of the stock will be. So if this goes to the downside, next level of support would be 490, 425, 380, 340, 315, 310, 290, 275, 260, 250, 230, 215, $2, 190, 180, 155, 150, 130, and then the low of 115. Alright, so we have a gap up here at 380. So usually the gaps do fill, so that means that this is likely to come back down to 380 at some point. I can't say when, but yeah, it could be a few days, a few weeks, a few months. But usually the gaps do fill, so this is likely to come back to 380 at some point. And we got really wide channels right here. To the upside and the downside, we got this huge channel here from 490 to 640 right here. Huge channel. At this current price, at 640, to the upside or the downside, there's going to be huge price action. Now, if this comes down to 315, that's when there is pretty strong support and the channels get narrow, and then it's going to take some pretty significant selling pressure for this to break those supports past 315. If this goes to the downside, there's going to be significant price action until 315. Same thing to the upside. If it goes to the upside, there's going to be significant price action. We're going to be in uncharted territory, so who knows how high this can go. RSI is currently at 89, so that is very overbought and very overvalued. So just be careful, guys. And it did 138 million in volume today. So insane volume. This is the biggest volume day ever by far. Friday was the biggest volume day ever. Now today is the new biggest volume day ever. So this pump today is confirmed by the volume. So if you want to go long, honestly, I would not recommend that. Although if it does continue to keep going to the upside, this will pay off a lot. There will be significant price action and there will be a lot of tendies to be made. I just don't think it's very likely to go to the upside. We got high RSI, high volume. Those are likely to come back down. We got this gap up at 380. It went up 88% today. You really can't expect it to keep running after a huge day like this. So at least in the short term, I do expect this to pull back. So we're getting a lot of bearish indicators here and really no bullish indicators. I don't recommend going long. That seems really, really risky. Although it could pay off if this does in fact keep running to the upside. So if you want to go long, just do it at your own risk. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, but seems like a pretty good play. Seems like an excellent play, actually. For the same reasons I just said, high RSI, high volume, gap up at 380, ran up 88% today. So all very bearish indicators here, not any bullish indicators. So we're getting a lot of signals that this is going to pull back. One can reasonably assume that this is going to pull back. And I would assume that it's going to pull back pretty significantly, actually. So, yeah, that seems like a pretty good play here. You know, you could make a pretty good amount of money if you go short here. Not financial advice, but all the indicators are there. So, yeah, I don't recommend going long. That's really risky. And if you want to go short, that's kind of a risk too, but it's likely to go to the downside. And if it does, you're going to make a lot of money if you do decide to go short. Not financial advice. Congratulations to everyone who made money in this one today. Maybe you should take profits. I would suggest taking profits. Good luck to everyone currently in the stock and everyone who's looking to take a position. This is AEHR Aehr Test Systems. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.